Hello, VC, how are you? You know, back in July last year, I've done several videos about my 7-inch Beatles singles, Israeli Beatles singles. And lately, many people asked me to do a follow-up. So I've decided to do a two-part series about my Israeli Beatles 7-inch EPs, which are not less interesting than the singles. So we start with the first one, and the first one is basically the same as the British one, Twist and Shout. Now I've got no less than 5 Israeli variations or versions, you can call them, for this EP. And I will show it now to you. This is the first one. You see a yellowish background. No great made in Great Britain in the back. Of course, no mention of any country in the back. This is the Israeli kind of release, you know, back in the 60s. And the label is here. You can see again, no made in Great Britain, solid center, the Israeli way. Okay, yep, this is the first version that I've got. Okay, now this is it about the blade sleeves for my 7-inch. It's very nice. The Israeli records are the original one. You know, they are laminated, so with the black sleeve, just looking gorgeous. My second variation for Twist and Shout, which the difference is, first one was an heavy vinyl. This is much lighter, so I won't open it. Just lighter vinyl. The difference between them. Again, there's difference in the cover for the background. This is much more yellowish background. This is much more grayish background. Yep, this is the small differences between these records and covers. Next one, well, this time I'll open it because it has the label as larger fonts here, and the GEP. Okay, so you can compare if you go back in the video. Much more large fonts, and again darker background for this EP. Okay. Next one in this Twist and Shout series is a very strange one. This is another yellowish one, I think. And what is interesting in this single is that the name on the Twist and Shout writers is not Mendeley as it should be, but Medley. Medley. Nice mistakes on the part of the Israeli company, the Israeli factory. But the last version that I've got is the most interesting one of them all. I don't have the cover, not the same cover as the other ones, but this time it's the jukebox variation in Israel, the push-out center, which is here in its full. And it's a very rare edition, a very rare release, because not many jukebox were made. Not many jukebox exist in Israel, only in coffee shops, a few. So not many copies of this variation were made. So it's a mega rare for Israeli push-out center out center, yes, for this EP. The second EP in Israel is the same as the second EP in the Great Britain. This time I've got only 3 copies, 3 variations. What are the difference between them? Let's see. Okay, first of all, the beautiful laminated cover. No mention of country on the cover. And the label, you can see, similar to the British one, but a solid center again. Okay, for this EP, the Beatles hits. And this one is a lighter vinyl, and the cover is white cover. Different with the yellowish cover that later on. So this is the first one that I've got. Okay. And this one is much more heavy, heavier, the vinyl. A bit more yellowish, but still white. And the last one is this one. And it's with small fonts on the label. Small fonts on the label. Here. Again, GEP, small fonts for this variation of the Beatles hits. Okay, next. Next, I've got only 2, but this time the differences are only very small one. The beginning, there's a difference in the lamination at the back. You see almost full lamination, only, well, let me say 3/4 of the back cover is laminated. Well, this is only only here, the lamination. And the other difference between them is that the first copy that I've got, this is again a strange one. Yep. You can see for McCartney, for Ask Me Why, there's a line between Mac and Courtney. Mac and Courtney. Huh. See a small line there? Small sign. Very strange. It doesn't exist in this version, believe you me. Next is another EP, but this time in Israel they are trying to imitate the French EP, Les Beatles. Les Beatles, Israeli made EP, imitation of French EP. The difference, of course, from the French is that it has the parlophone here, and a much more solid carton. No, I don't think. The French also had carton with their EPs, but this of course the parlophone. Now you can see here that the difference between these versions is that the name of the songs are written in white, while on this copy the name of the songs are written in red. And there are differences in lamination, again on the size. And this one, the last one, what is the difference between them? Different in the flipback. Different in flipback. This triangle flipback and full flipback. Small differences between these 3. They are all rare copies, of course. Beautiful shape. Next, I need to hurry. Next is long tall Sally, 3 variations. You see the difference of the color, the background. This between them is yellowish and much more white, blue. Another difference between the long tall Sally are that first one, I'll open it. The fonts are big. Here. And this is another British imitation. But what is strange here is that you've got on long tall Sally name long tall Sally, double A. A mistake on the part of the Israeli factory or company or whatever. While the next copy, the next version of that is an ordinary long tall Sally and small fonts. And here is long tall Sally, again Israeli and small fonts here. So these are the differences. While the third one, it's an heavy vinyl, and much more yellowish background, beautiful shape, beautiful cover all round. Okay, the last one that I'll show you on this part of the series of EP 7-inch is volume 4. Again, a French one that the Israeli made, and I've got no less than 6 variations. 6 variations altogether. Just brilliant. Now, as you see, it's just beautiful picture from Help that the French made. Again, the difference is not Odeon, it's Parlophone EMI, and it's with no mention of any country, although it's written here in French. L'industrie musicale, pâté marconim, which is of course not correct, because it is made by Israelis in Israel. And there are small differences here. You see the square is not is an open square here, and there are difference with this is a full square, and well, there are many differences between these records. First of all, I'll show it to you. We've got first of all, this is the let's say ordinary, and it's very rare, so it's not so ordinary. But you see the yellow Parlophone, and we've got mega rare variation for this kind of EP with the Apple label, here. Next, we have differences in the picture. You can see this one is an original copy, original versions of the photos, and this is probably a photocopy. If you can look closely, it's a photocopy, and you can see even better with a less brilliant photocopy. Here, this is a photocopy of this one, which is the original one, and this is without lamination at all. This is with lamination, this is without lamination. Very strange. I've got also jukebox without the push-out center, of course, the big hole here, but it's another very rare variation for this Israeli one. But the most interesting, I say for last, because I think this is a test pressing for the cover, because you can see the white squares here, and this is a very strange, a very strange cover. It has a certain feel, which is quite rusty here. Very strange. Well, this is for the moment. Bye bye.